There's a lot that you can do with a bike. Stunting, which is something that I'm considering getting into. You know, you could go to the track. There's a lot that breaks off from just having a motorcycle. You really have to focus when you're on a motorcycle. It kind of gets you out of your head. It's hard to think about other things when you're riding a motorcycle. Alright, we're headed to the gas station, hit the train. I just hooked everything up while we were waiting. I don't have too much to talk about today. You know, this channel's just for fun, really. I'm not planning on making this like a career or anything. I'm just having fun, enjoying my hobby. Just wanted to share that with you guys. But it's rough here. Yeah, let's get gas real quick. Okay, these are all diesel. Let's pull around. All right, one sec. My card real quick. Just she was thirsty. Yeah, it's late actually. It's about 6 o'clock. I gotta head into work. Doing a board meeting tonight. Basically just have to babysit the Zoom meeting. But yeah, I don't really have any plans for this meeting. I kind of just wanted to take you along for the ride. Maybe show you around a little bit. Oh man, it's nice outside. Beautiful night. I don't know, I just couldn't pass up this night. It just feels perfect outside, perfect to ride. So, I'm gonna take the long way around to get to work. Kind of wanted to see something on the way, actually. Over over this way, there's like there's some houses that are around some water. There's a built around this lake, and I wanted to see it. Jesus, road's rough. Ah. Oh, there's a little horse up there. I didn't notice that before. Yeah, I was just thinking earlier today, while I was at work, I was thinking about what I wanted to talk about tonight, and not much came to mind. I was just thinking maybe about if someone was on the fence about riding, getting their first bike, like what would be some of the reasons to get their first bike. Maybe we can go over some of that. You know, when I first got mine, I was very on the fence about it. I wasn't sure. I've never been this way, by the way. I have no idea what's over here. Yeah, I was... Oh, it's a park. I was very on the fence about it, to be honest. Wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, because I had never ridden before. Well, I had ridden dirt bikes briefly when I was a kid. And then I did ride in Vietnam, but that was a scooter. This is a nice area. Yeah, as for getting your first bike, I can think of a lot of reasons. For one, it's just a ton of fun. Yeah, let's get out of here. These people are fishing. I don't want to disturb them all. But yeah, it's a ton of fun. It's definitely a great hobby to have. There's a lot that you can do with a bike. You can, you can learn. Learn how to drive better at low speeds. You could do stunting, which is something that I'm considering getting into. You know, a lot of people have been like to go fast. You know, you could go to the track. There's a lot that breaks off from just having a motorcycle. A lot of different paths that you can go, or you can go all of them. You know, if you want to go to the track every weekend, you could do that. If you want to practice low speeds and just drive around town and enjoy, you can do that. If you want to go fast, if you want to do stunts, there's just so many different things you can do on a motorcycle. So it's a lot of fun, you know. And there's the whole thing about it being a good on gas and good at commuting. I guess that depends on what you drive. This sport bike obviously is not that great on gas, but it's not the worst either. I mean, I'd probably get 45 miles a gallon or more. You know, depends on what you want to do with it. But it is a vehicle at the end of the day. Just like anything else, any other vehicle. Gets you from point A to B. That's that neighborhood with all the water. One other thing about it is it's just insanely cool. Like, you gotta admit, having a bike, except for, I mean, not all bikes are equal, but it is insanely cool. Like, when you say that you have a motorcycle, people automatically think you're more interesting. You're gonna get a lot of attention. Sometimes that's just what you want, but sometimes you don't want all that attention. I know that since I moved up to this bike, I've gotten a lot more attention, and I'm not really into all that. I don't really want to get the attention from my bike, but you know, it's a small sacrifice. Yeah, there's just so much to like about a motorcycle. All the things you can master. You know, you could spend years working on it and never fully master it. Ooh, let's go. Another thing is it's very relaxing, you know. You really have to focus when you're on a motorcycle. It kind of gets you out of your head. It's hard to think about other things when you're riding a motorcycle, except for, you know, what you're doing. It really puts you in the moment, and that can be very therapeutic for people. If you got a lot going on, as soon as you get on a bike, it's a lot of that kind of gets pushed to the back of your mind. You know, you don't necessarily want to use motorcycling as a form of therapy. If you're really going through something, you might not want to go out on the roads. You're struggling with depression and stuff, but just to escape, you know, you escape your everyday life and whatnot. It's really good about that, for me at least. You know, if I've had a very stressful day at work, the only thing I look forward to is jumping on the bike to get back home, and usually I'll take a longer way to get home. But yeah, if you're thinking about getting a bike, I would recommend going for it. I mean, what do you have to lose? You only live once, right? Yeah, let's pull in here. Oof, I gotta go back the other way to get to work, actually. Wow. This is a nice parking lot. What is this building? I've never been here before. This is very clean. Oh, it's a school. Yeah. Looks like an elementary school. Oh, they keep it really clean in here, actually. Yeah, there's still so much that I want to learn on this bike, honestly. One of them is how to wheelie, which I wish that I had learned when I was on my 400, but it wasn't like something that I was interested in doing at the time. Oh, to go along with the bike being cool, mean, think of this, all the different things you get to buy. Your helmets, your gear, like gloves, boots. There's so many accessories. You know, accessories for your bike. You could change different things on it. It's just endless. It is really endless. So I think like a good 40 to 50% of owning a motorcycle is like the style. It is definitely an aesthetic hobby. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. It breaks off into so many different things. And you know, if it's your first bike, you know, just take it easy. Don't try and get everything at once. Don't try and do everything at once. We're gonna go this way. Just take your time. You got so much time to learn. So much time to master everything about the bike. So much time to get new gear. So there's no rush, and definitely do not push yourself past your limits. Start slow. Those fucking birds, bro. Maybe it's just the birds here in Arizona. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm out. See you in the next one.